On today's episode of the DeRaud Messinger Show, we make our 6A and 5A Texas High School Football Championship picks. High school football fans, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. So to begin, Dylan, we have the Dodgebowl. Now, we did not pick either of these teams last weekend, it must be noted. But like Doctor Strange, we only saw a certain amount of possibilities in which they could win, and we reverse jinxed them to this game. Yep. So to begin, Dylan, I think I'm picking Carroll here for sure, but I'm not confident in that pick as I think Westlake is a great team. The way that Carroll is able to win this game is if their offensive line can hold up like they did against Duncanville. But Westlake has only allowed 5.5 points per game this year, which is... that's pretty insane, let's be real. And then they have Cade Klubnik at quarterback, so they got the ability to do it. My brain wants Westlake, but my heart's going to go with Carroll here.
Yeah, Devon, I mean, obviously we probably don't want to say we want all the credit for getting these two teams to face each other in this title matchup. But, I feel like we had some reason for it. Yeah, but like with this matchup, Devon, I'm going to be looking at the quarterbacks in Quinn Ewers versus Cade Klubnik. Both quarterbacks threw for under 200 yards in the prior week games, but what I'm looking at is obviously what you just said was Westlake's defense. Will Quinn Ewers be able to pick apart that defense, throw for more than 200 yards, and really make his mark on this game? But I'm going to be going with Westlake because Cade Klubnik, he's a solid quarterback to be able to manage the game well, and also that defense I feel like will be able to hold Carroll with under 30 points. Then our next one we got number 9, Katy versus number 8, Cedar Hill. Devon, Katy is in a standing rushing attack. If they can keep Caden Salter and this Cedar Hill offense off the field for as long as possible, I think they have a really good chance to win. And I'll be picking Katy this week.
I think Katy will have a good chance to win, but what's important for them is to get ahead early because they don't pass the ball too often. You don't want to get in a situation where you're having to rely on the passing game to put you up. But I have Cedar Hill in this one. As you mentioned, Caden Salter is just a special player to watch. He beat Denton Geyer last weekend in a great game, and he's had a great playoffs. I think he's going to be able to win this one. And then the next game we have Cedar Park versus Denton Ryan. Now, I know all of us are just going to jump ahead and say Denton Ryan, but I think this could be closer than you think. Denton Ryan played Mansfield Summit last weekend in a kind of a trap game. And it was close, but I think ultimately Ryan will win this game thanks to Jatavian Sanders and Billy Bowman Jr. And then as we mentioned every other weekend, they got just recruits at every position. But I think it'll be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, I don't think it should be billed as Den Ryan is just going to sweep this with an easy win. Cedar Park will be putting up a bigger fight than most people think. But obviously with Den Ryan, they took care of business against Mansfield like they've done all season. And they've just got so many playmakers on the offensive side and the defensive side and all the momentum in the world. And I believe that they'll be winning this game. Now, the next one we got CROSBY versus number 2, ALEDO. Devon, CROSBY has been impressing us all throughout these postseason. It's a David and Goliath matchup almost. They've really just shocked everybody. I would love nothing more than to see them win. But if we look at it without that narrative, I believe, ALEDO is obviously the better team in this case, and I think they will be winning this just because of playmakers like DeMarco Roberts and JoJo Earl. But CROSBY does have a guy in Reggie Branch who had 202 all-purpose yards and 5 touchdowns, including the go-ahead touchdown to win the game last week.
That game against Liberty Hill last weekend, Wow. CROSBY, they've been putting up a fight, as you mentioned. Their playoff performances have just been incredible. And I picked them last weekend, but they've shocked us before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. I have ALEDO here, as you mentioned. JoJo Earl and DeMarco Roberts have just been outstanding on offense. But then the Bearcats have pretty good defense as well in the trenches, but also in the back. They got the Allen brothers at safety and cornerback, respectively. You got just a stacked team. They're going for their 10th title. That's a hard task for CROSBY to try to stop that. But I think ALEDO wins this one. It could be a close one, though. But what do you guys...
On a side note, this is the first title appearance for CROSBY since 1960. So this is history right here. This is history.
Hey, CROSBY, we're jinxing you here possibly. Go out and win it. What do you guys think? Who are your picks this weekend? Where do we get it wrong? We're really interested to see who wins these games, and it's been a great season with you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.